Whoops. Why is water so important to life? Because water is life. Water sustains itself because of the meniscus. If you think about a body of water as a surface, that surface is different. It's distinctly different from the rest of the water below it. Its acceleration has vector change, infinite vector change. And so at the smallest possible dimensions, down there in quantum, what it's describing is the behaviour of water. And it's the fine structure constant, the 137 arc second. Because although the circle is created from infinite vector change, unquantizable, that you can examine any point. You can take Leibniz Winkler spring, and place it there as a support and go, oh no, I can split it into 6, and I can split it into 6. And so I've got a choice now. I can either see it as infinite vector change, or I can split it into 6 and analyze it, and that's the straight line. And so the circle of infinite vector change is tiny. Come on. But when it gets to 137 arc seconds tangent, so you can draw a tangent across that circle, and you get a 137 arc second angle, boom. That's the trigger for all the energy to kick off in the energy cycle. It creates there's a tension between the bending and the tension and bending. There's a tension between it. It's held in elastic tension, and that elastic tension is what sustains water. Because its surface exists, it exists. If it didn't have a surface, it couldn't exist. It must have a surface, a dimensional bound, from which to reference itself. And that reference is motion. Motion. It's beautiful, isn't it? And then you can see evolution at work. Listen to this. As the mind membrane of the species on the outside of the surface of the meniscus of water, there's a crust forms that the vector change is, entropy says that must resolve to disorder, and it is. But what happens is that each moment that it should disintegrate, the energy of the species that's aware of what's happening kicks it off again, and it keeps going. The light has momentum, and that light carries information that we can perceive. So what's about to happen is that a crust has formed on the outside of our mind membrane. We, the species, hold the outside, and we hold the center. The center can hold. But what we must do is make sure that we don't do a nuclear explosion to break that crust. We must do it with light, like birds, chicks hatching from an egg, funnily enough. Yeah? What came first, the chicken or the egg? The egg. It's about to hatch as the light breaks forward from those of us who live with truth, faith, love, the words of Christ and the prophets in our hearts. We will hatch, and it will be our energy that will bring the new world into existence. If it's a nuclear explosion, it will just repeat another corrupt cycle, ending this way of suffering and slavery, or a planet of love. So the choice is easy. You just make it yourself, talk to your friends. Try this, it's an experiment about Leve, 1915. Proof that God exists. Try it. Acts 3:22-23. See you later.